Hey guys, I want to talk to you about, dealing with confrontation. And what I've seen is that a lot of people actually they run from confrontation. And so somebody could, present them with a great opportunity, whether it's their health, a business plan or whatever it may be. And what happens is because it's something new, they don't want to deal with it. And so they get themselves caught up in busyness. So they'll get on their cell phones, they'll do a bunch of research, and they'll get so busy, but they won't be productive. And at the end of the month and the year and so forth, nothing really ever gets accomplished because they never dove deep down in that confrontation. And a lot of times that confrontation has nothing to do with the other person. The confrontation has to do with oneself. And so it's scary when you actually shine the light on inside your own soul and literally start thinking about what you've been thinking about and start really diving into, like, why do you feel that way? Why do you get those thoughts? What causes those emotions? And you sit with yourself and start confronting the beast that's in you. And so then once you start confronting that, then you get, a good stage of awareness. And really that's the greatness to anything is it's about being aware, because if you're unconsciously unaware, then you can't grow. But if you become consciously aware of why you think the way you think, why you feel the way you feel, why you act the way you act, and the habits that you actually form, then you begin to start deconstructing your life. And by deconstructing your life, now you can create a new reality for yourself. And so your personality really becomes a reflection, or your reality of your life becomes a reflection of your personality and who you are and who you become. And so if you're not getting the results that you're looking for, you wanted to get, you might ask yourself, when's the last time you challenged yourself? When's the last time that you actually had a little anxiety, while you had a little bit of fear, while you had to do something a little bit uncomfortable that was outside your comfort zone? Because quite honestly, that's where all the growth is going to become. And if you can't get to that place and you're in the same exact place thinking the same things, doing the exact same things, then you can't pray to God for different results, because that's not going to happen, because you're the same person that you were 10 years ago. In order for something to change, you have to change. And so that means confronting yourself and sitting with yourself. So that's why a lot of guys actually, they like to meditate. A lot of times people, when they actually meditate, they get into a place, and a deep place with their thoughts and their process, and they begin to start understanding themselves. And so a lot of us, unfortunately, we can't even meditate, because people say that they got all these thoughts that are going on in their mind. And so somebody asked somebody one time, they said, well, what are you thinking about when you're meditating? And the guy said a really smart answer: I'm not thinking of anything. I'm not thinking of anything at all when I'm meditating. I'm in this state. But sometimes when you meditate, you actually have to be into a state where, they say don't think of negative thoughts, but sometimes you actually have to think of negative thoughts. And the reason for that is because you have to confront them. You can't get on your cell phone and get really busy. You have to actually confront those thoughts and ask yourself why you do what you do, and why do you form those habits. And then little by little, you can start again breaking it down into tiny little subunits of yourself, and then really creating the building that you want to create, the future that you want to create. And so that applies really a lot in healthcare today. I see that all the time. People are given amazing opportunities, systems, and structures where they are not happy with their health results, but yet because it's going to be something that's going to be uncomfortable and something that they've never done before, and they don't have all the information, they're unwilling to step out of their box where all the growth really lies. And because they're staying the same spot, they've got the same result. But if they would just, take that leap of faith and actually do something a little bit different, even be like a scientist, experiment with it. If it doesn't work, awesome. But at least, I threw in the chemicals and the things that I needed to do to see what kind of formula I would get in my own body. And so I'm talking about, I'm talking about changing your structure of your body. I'm talking about, aligning the body. I'm talking about making the body good nutrition, detoxifying the body, finding out why your metabolic imbalances are occurring, what supplements you should or shouldn't take. And you experiment with those things and then see where you are next year. Are you less dependent on those drugs? Are you less dependent on the medication? Are you feeling better? And you start playing with these things, like literally like a scientist, and you start noticing that, man, I've got something really great value out of this. Now I'm growing in every aspect of my life. And then those disciplines, they start carrying over into other disciplines. But it all started with confronting. It started with confronting where you are and how long you've been there for, and now what you have to do something new. But you had to confront with it in the first place. But if you run from it, nothing changes. So in order for something to change, you got to change. Try something new, guys. And, give it a test trial and see where it takes you.